welcome to Beyond the Chairs. My name is Erica Chancellor, your host, and today we have Miss Dory in the house. Welcome, Dory.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Go ahead and tell them a little bit about yourself. Introduce yourself formally and.
Well, my name is Dory NORI, Dory with a Y. Everyone spells it with an I. And like when it's with an I, I'm just like, is there supposed to be another letter after that? NORI with an I. So, I'm a cosmetologist, newly licensed. I am an actress, poet, music composer, songwriter, like very heavily into the arts.
So creative.
Very right brain.
Yes, that's what I love about this business too, that you can use a lot of your creativity when you're doing hair.
Yes.
I love doing hair with music. I always have my music on.
You gotta get the vibes on.
Yes. So yeah, I know how it is when you talk about creativity and being an artist.
Yeah.
And doing hair.
Yeah.
So, cosmetology. What made you decide cosmetology?
Well, with acting, it's kind of like inconsistent. You go through the audition process, you book a role, you film that role, and then you're right back in the auditioning process, and it's kind of hard to have a regular job because you're like, hey, I just got auditioned the night before, and they're like, nope, you can't leave, we need you here.
Exactly.
So I needed a profession that like I could make income with a flexible schedule, and something that I'd also be passionate about because beauty school costs a lot of money, so you gotta it. And I'm very into the arts. I love beauty, fashion. So I kind of thought that was a good idea, and I loved braiding and styling.
Okay, good.
That's my favorite.
Good. That's good to hear. That's good to hear how you interlock both of those things and you sing that.
Then maybe I could get connections from acting to do hair on set, which would be really cool.
Okay.
I would love that.
Okay, maybe I got some contacts for that.
Girl,
so I can hook you up with that.
Don't mess with my emotions.
Yeah, I think I got somebody to hook you up with. So the coronavirus, girl.
Yeah.
It is just.
Girl,
swamping
I picked a profession so I could always make money while I'm waiting for acting, and then I'm licensed and all the salons are shut down.
Yes.
What are the odds?
Exactly. Hiatus without being on hiatus, right?
What is up with that? The acting industry shut down, the salons are shut down. What are we supposed to do? I don't know. In the beginning of quarantine, I was doing a lot of writing, trying to just stay very productive. This year's been tough.
Yes.
This year's been tough, but I don't want to just say, oh, it's been a bad year because I graduated this year.
Yes.
I passed.
Got your license.
I got my license. I started working in salons before they closed again. But I've been doing a lot, so we're trying to stay positive.
Yes, definitely. And like you said, it helps you to tap in to other other creative talents that you have, like you say, writing.
Yes.
Stuff like that.
Poetry,
Yeah, I found myself doing a lot of writing and reading.
Really?
And,
yes.
I got my license in Florida. So I
Really?
I did.
That is so cool. I've thought about getting like licenses in different states too. I researched that. I don't know how to do that. You're gonna have to show me.
Yes, definitely. So Florida is like the easiest one too.
Really?
Once you have been licensed in California, it's easier to go to a lot of the other states.
Yes,
to get
because
your license.
California
It's
has most hours. Oh,
yes.
Nearly.
I think we have the most hours. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
yes.
I think we do.
So, but if you go to New York and get your cosmetology license in New York, you only get 500 hours?
I think it is.
So it's not applicable
so
anywhere else. That's crazy to me.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So having your license in California is definitely a big deal.
Yes.
Definitely a big deal. Like I said, all I had to do was go online. I took a few classes and got my license.
Good for you.
So I'm licensed in Florida. Call me, y'all. I do house calls in Florida.
Oh, do you really? Are you in Florida?
If I need to be.
Girl, okay.
If I need to be. So, are you doing any extra precautions to protect your clients right now?
Yes. Yeah, we both wear the masks, sometimes I'll wear a face shield. The only difference is with the face shield, it kind of blurs your vision depending on like what's lighting is in your face. I temperature check them. I COVID screen them. So like I'll have them sign every single time they come. They'll sign like are you feeling this? Have you felt this? Have you been around someone that has COVID? But I think that's something as hairstylists in the industry that we've been really affected by and bothered because we spent 1,600 hours in school training for just that.
Yes.
Of course, you learn the basics of cosmetology, but the main thing is safety and health precautions.
Yes.
That's what we go to school for.
Exactly.
And even if we graduate beauty school, which is no joke, we don't get our license. We have to take a state board test.
Yes.
Where it's about safety and health regulations.
Pretty much.
So it's just like this whole thing has been so heartbreaking having to do hair outside when the salons are made to be cleaned and sanitized and disinfected. Like what we were doing before COVID, we're doing the same thing. The only difference is what everyone has to do is wearing the mask.
Exactly.
Temperature checks. That's the only difference. We know how to keep you safe, and we've been doing it before this pandemic, and we'll be doing it long after.
Exactly. Even if you notice the nail shops, they had it incorporated mask in.
Yes.
They had incorporated masks already in their techniques because of the chemicals, you know, that they use that are, you know, have a high odor, but you know, and it was just a matter of time before we did those things because of all the hairsprays and the hair color
and the color relaxers,
bleaching, all of that stuff. So I mean, when you talk about this change, it was coming anyway in our industry, and to just say that we're non-essential and shut us down and just disrespect
the disrespect and just us hairstyling and cosmetologists, like what we do for the inside, like our self-care, that's essential.
Yes.
That is essential.
Exactly.
I'm a hairstylist and I won't even cut my own hair.
See?
So I'm just like, I need to get me into the salon. Like, I actually was supposed to get my hair, this is recent. I was supposed to get my hair cut 2 days after they shut us down again. Before, like, I had it in 2 days and they're like, nope, lockdown. So I went to Virginia, all the salons were open and I got it there.
Oh, okay.
So thank goodness. Some people don't get that opportunity.
And that's a trip too, because you go to other states. I just came back from Arizona.
Ooh.
And they're open. Like their malls are open. Everything was open, you know, so to leave California and go there and then come back here, it's like, oh my gosh, what is going on here?
Yeah, you patio. I feel bad for the restaurants.
Yes.
They spend rent, like all the money they put into the restaurant. Now they have to spend a ton of money for the patios, and now they can't even be in the patios.
Exactly.
That's heartbreaking. This whole COVID thing, and just even the paranoia. Like you hear a cough, and it's just how dare you? We were talking about this early. Somebody coughs, is like, excuse you.
Exactly. Like 6 feet, please.
You're like, wow, I've been touching gasoline pumps and I haven't been washing your hands. It's just like now it's I could die by it.
I know.
The
it's
fear.
Like exactly. Touching doorknobs. It's just everything. It's like paranoia now.
We've been so aware of what we've been doing, but it didn't hurt us in the beginning.
No,
like before,
it didn't. And
it's
then,
just fine. And now we're just like, this is dangerous.
And then for them to say we have a surge.
Yeah.
After we've been doing all this, we've been wearing our masks, we've been social distance, we've been not going out as much. You know, I know I haven't. I've been
Yeah, in the beginning of COVID, I was terrified.
Yeah.
And I'm not even the age they say to be worried about, but I'm just like, no matter what sickness, I don't want to get sick in general.
Exactly.
I get a cold and I think I'm dying. So
can you imagine COVID?
Yeah.
No. Hopefully we can get past this.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to do hair? Is there anything in particular, anybody?
Well, at the time I had really long hair. I was in Florida. And we were hanging with my mom's close friends, and my mom's friend, longtime friend, has daughters, and we were all having a conversation, and the daughter was just braiding her hair, and I'm like, wow, she had no. It's like
she was just braiding.
It was just routine for her.
Right.
But me, I thought that was just so interesting. So I'm watching her braid her hair, and I don't know how to do that. And we go back to the hotel, and I just asked my sister, "Hey, can I braid your hair?" She's like, "Oh shoot," because like my mom didn't know how to do it, none of my sisters know how to do it. She's like, "Okay, come on." And it didn't look as good as I can do it now.
Right.
But I love the idea of it, and so I just kind of kept practicing that, and then I realized I love braiding. Then I realized I love styling, braids and curls, my favorite. I love braids and curls. Straightening, not so much. I like that bounce.
Right, and you like curls.
That movement, yes. But that just kind of inspired me to go to beauty school because I want to do hair on set, the styling, and just have a license, like a vocation that I can do.
That you can do.
Yeah. I don't think I ever told the girl. I never told the girl that
she inspired you to do
Yes. It's such a little thing of somebody doing their hair.
I know. It is. It's amazing. And a lot of people, because I do my own braids, they're like,
"Oh my gosh.
You wait, what?" I'm like, yeah, it takes me a long time.
Oh, I bet. But it looks so good.
Yes, thank you.
That's
I
amazing.
appreciate it. So, what are some things that you think you would like to see changed in the Board of Barbering and Cosmetology, as far as teaching, as far as their curriculum, things like that? What would you want to see?
Well, I think this year we've decided we need more diversity. We got 4 doll heads, and they were all white. They were all the same texture. So definitely incorporating a textured doll head would be appreciated.
Definitely.
I think I only practiced that on that style maybe once, and I hate that.
Right.
I did a fashion show from school. We got to do these events, which was really cool.
Yes,
it's called the Design Team event, and I got to do a fashion show. And I would just feel so guilty when these models would like braided hair or just extra curly hair, and I was just like, I don't. Does someone else know how to work on this hairstyle? I didn't, or I'd be like, what would you like to do with your hair? Exactly. I would like to know what I could do with that hair.
Exactly.
You know, instead of them saying, "Whoa, you could do this." I want them to know that I can do it myself.
Right.
That's, I don't know, because with cosmetology, it's just, I think it's also preference. Just why are you going to beauty school in general? So I'm seeing stuff like that change. I can't really say anything else, just diversity and just being able, oh, you know what? My school, I thought about it, my school was mainly geared towards hair, but I would love to know more skin.
Okay.
Of makeup.
Yeah.
There we go. We probably had maybe 4 or 5 classes on makeup, and I was there for 2 years.
Okay. See.
That's a long time.
To not learn, yes.
And nails. I want to do nails. We only learned how to pass state board nails, so that I think that would be what I want to change.
Into more depth in the little specialty areas.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Granted,
and of course diversity.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to have to turn anybody away if they come into your salon.
Yeah.
They have curly hair. You want to be able to say, "Come on in, I can still do that." They're gonna be like, "What? Okay."
Yeah. It's surprising me, girl. I got you. Sit down.
Exactly. So you don't want to feel that. I'm sure.
Yeah.
So definitely being able to teach that difference.
And the products to use, knowing what products to use, because I know it's different.
Exactly.
The way you cut the hair, I heard you don't brush it first.
Yes.
One of my clients, he lets me practice on him, and he was just watching me on how I figured things out. He's like, "Okay, so first off, don't do that, and you don't use that brush, and you don't use that comb." I'm like, "Okay, I'm learning. I'm learning."
Exactly. Like, I love this. I love this. Yes.
I'm grateful for their
it is a difference, even though we are the same.
Yeah.
It is the same protein. It is the same.
Yeah.
But it is a difference when it comes to styling, when it comes to caring for it, when it comes to product knowledge.
Yeah.
So all those things I think definitely would help.
Yeah.
If we tackle that within the industry.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, but it's gonna we're the new people coming into the industry, so it's up to us to not only demand these things but put it out there.
Yeah, and I think this year we kind of grasped onto that problem.
Yes.
So we made it known, my school, that we need different doll heads. They know it. They're aware of it. So hopefully they'll change. I went to Paul Mitchell, the school, Sherman Oaks. Paul Mitchell posted about their means of change on their Instagram, that they're dedicated for that. They released a new series to I think it's PMTS 1, and it's about showing the diverse students and their stories. So
good.
One step at a time.
Yeah, that's good. That's good to hear. I hadn't seen that yet. Yeah. Woo, Paul Mitchell. Okay, I guess I could get some props over there. So what type of advice would you give a student that's coming fresh out of cosmetology school?
That's coming fresh out, or like during? Like
just a
beauty school student. I would say to really be engaged in what they're doing. A lot of the girls from my school, they were kind of just doing the bare minimum, or they'll be watching Netflix. That tuition is way too expensive to be watching Netflix in there. I think if you do that, you're gonna have a hard time transitioning into the real world because of that dedication.
And you're not gonna have everybody holding your hand.
No, it's a hustle.
It is.
It's a hustle. I would also say take before and after pictures, because they'll be like, oh, I've done that blow dry before. I don't care how many times you've done that blow dry. You get to see the journey. You get to see how you've improved. And you get to build your social media. I was a part-time student, so I got to be there for longer. So I had a longer time to build my portfolio, and that's really served me well. I haven't needed to do an interview. I've had people DM me and they're like, oh, when are you graduating? I think I'm going to be looking for an assistant then. You know, or come check out our salon. We'd love to have you. Right. So I was getting job offers just by my social media, and in this industry, social media is where it's at. Yes, because it's free advertisement. It's free marketing. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they start making us pay in the long run. Oh, do not say that. Do not put that into the universe. I mean, when you think about it, we used to pay for ads in the newspaper. We used to pay for ads in, so I wouldn't be surprised. It's free marketing, so you have to take advantage as a business owner. Yes. And really learning the platform. I just love Instagram, engaging on the stories, building the community. So before and after pictures, that was my thing in school. I was like, did you take a before picture of that? They're like, shoot, no, it's okay. Take an after picture. Next time, get on that. Exactly. That's what I do too. I always encourage my students, please take pictures. And it's always good to see your progress. It's good to see your progress, but it's also about, if you don't take pictures of what you're doing in school, it's kind of hard out of school for people to trust what you're doing. You could say, oh, I've done that 1,000 times, but they're like a little iffy about their hair. They're like, I don't know. Exactly. You just graduated. Let me get someone more experienced. Right, exactly. So that's helpful to have as well. For sure. Figuring out what you want to do. What is your niche? Is it niche? Niche. What's your style? What are you good at? What are you not? Yes. I think it's very important. Men's cuts. If you're a cosmetologist, men's cuts still. Yes. A lot of the girls would be afraid of men's cuts. Yes. And I don't understand. Well, okay, you know what? I'm just a hair cutter. I was scared of color. And that's what I was about to say. So you're right. I was scared of color. You have your niche. So yes. Yes. You're not scared to cut that hair out, but some people literally are like, oh my gosh. Terrified. But with men's, your money is in the cuts, but with women, your money is in the color. Yes. You'll get a woman's cut, but they won't see you for like another year. Exactly. They're like, no, I want it to grow. Right, exactly. I want it to be healthy. Yeah. It's not, No, I mean, you should recommend a trim, but they'll be like, I think I want it to grow a little longer. Exactly. So learning color for women's very important. And learning men's cuts, because they're back every like 2, 4, 6 weeks. Yes. They're consistent. Yes. Definitely agree. Yeah. So do you think that
state board licensing is important?
As much as I hated that test. As much as I hated that test, I never want to go back. Yes,
You do believe that it's important?
Yes, because I think it's important that we know that you can use your shears, even if you're not getting a haircut, that you know how to protect the client when using the shears, that you know how to drape them, that you know, even if you don't want to do color, that you know how to apply it, because it's product, it's chemicals that you're putting on a person's scalp.
So, is it more of the education that's important, or is it more of the license?
Well, you
See?
well, I think the license.
I think we've been brainwashed on this license thing.
That's true, but it's just,
it's more
I
of
suppose.
The education.
But people in beauty school, that doesn't mean they latch onto it. So I feel like the ultimate test really gets you there.
Got it. Okay.
So like in beauty school, which I'm incredibly grateful for, is if so like me, I'm a perfectionist. So I never failed the test, but if I got like a 98, that bothered me. I could retake it. Okay, listen, but if I got like an 88, they'd let me take it no matter how many times for me to get the grade that I wanted.
Okay.
But I don't think that would work with licensing. I think that the state board test I wish it was less nerve-wracking. There we go. I wish it was less nerve-wracking, but I think having a test that is strict. Beauty school, they might be a little more lenient.
Right.
You're entitled at beauty school. You're like, I'm paying all this money. I'm entitled to do whatever I want. If I want to be in this building and watch Netflix, I'm going to be in this building and watch Netflix.
You already got my money.
But the test is different.
Right.
And you're paying to get your license. It's not as expensive. It's expensive, but not as expensive. And this is just the final thing. They don't know you. They're not going to put up with anything.
Right.
I like that about state board.
Meeting the having a basic standard and being able to meet that standard.
And you can't say, oh, I got this, I'm entitled for this. No, we didn't promise you anything.
You earned this.
All we promised you was to take the test. Beauty school, we promised you like 1,600 hours basically.
Right.
State board is different. So I would still say, I get what you're saying. I hated it. But I do think the state board test is important.
Alrighty. And I think we have another question here about your future goals.
Oh, my goodness.
What are they?
Erica, there's so much that I want to do.
Oh my gosh, I can imagine.
I want to do it all.
She's like, I want to do it all.
One of my biggest things that I said I was going to do after graduating is I want to learn hair units.
Okay.
Two of my brothers, I only have two, struggle with hair loss. Or like receding hairlines, and I know the toll that it takes on their confidence. I know that it's an emotional thing, especially because they're young. They're young. So I want to learn how to help them, and then I want to learn how to help others with it. Okay. So I want to do hair units, hair replacement units.
Which goes back to the whole non-essential part. They're saying that when these people are losing their hair, they're having hair problems, believe me, they are having some issues when it comes to that.
Yeah. I don't think they got it until they took it away, and I think maybe they know it now.
Exactly.
I think they know it now.
Yes.
So that was just awful.
Yeah.
I want to do that. I want to figure out my way into the hair union. It's a journey. It takes a journey. It takes like 3 to 5 years.
You have to get so many hours.
It's tough. You gotta get so many hours. I have no idea where to begin, but I'm gonna get there.
Yes.
I'm gonna get there. I wanna do that. I wanna do weddings. Weddings is my favorite thing in the world. I am not, okay, I don't cry a lot with like just things, but like I can go to a stranger's wedding and I will cry for them. Just love is my favorite thing. We're not good at it, but like it is my favorite thing. So I'd love to do bridal hair to like contribute.
It is a wonderful thing. It is.
To a wedding would be amazing, and even just to be there if possible, I would love that. And then I want to do more photo shoots. I love photo shoots. I think that's I think that, what is that? Is that 4 goals? What's that?
Yeah, I think that's 4.
Let's add one more. I really want to build a clientele. I have a home salon, but maybe I want to work at it to build my clientele to really get into a suite.
Okay.
Because, I mean, my home salon's great, right? We don't gotta travel. We don't gotta spend gas money. We just wake up and just go downstairs.
But you don't want everybody.
You don't want everyone. I want that to be private.
Yes.
Exactly. If I mess up, I don't want to deal with that. I wanna have a suite. I wanna work at that to have that.
Definitely. Alrighty. Well, I'm sure all of your goals are gonna come true.
Thank you so much.
Just work hard and stay focused.
Thank you. I'm feeling motivated even right now.
Yes, and I got some numbers for you too.
Oh, yes. Erica!
I told you I got some numbers for you.
I love that. Thank you.
And before we go, Dory, go ahead and give them your IG, your information.
Yes, my Instagram. My Instagram is
You see, she's proud about it too.
Girl, I work hard. I will say I've been a little lazy at the moment because of COVID, but hey, we'll take the L right there. My Instagram is Let Dory Do It. Dory with a Y. Remember that. And then you can email me at letdorydoit@gmail.com. I would love to have beauty school students follow me, possible clientele follow me, anyone and everyone. I would love that because I bet you. Oh, another one of my goals is to be a teacher. So I want to be a teacher. I want to get educated in everything first.
Right.
So I have something to offer, but I want to be a teacher. So I would love that.
So that's way down the road.
Yeah.
I see you doing a lot more before you start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a foresight. A hope and dream.
Yes, definitely. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Erica, for having me. This was so fun.
And you were so nervous.
I was nervous.
She's okay.
I was nervous. No, that was a great chit chat. Love it. I love it. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.